them up in the nurture is to bring them up as discipline in the Lord. Are y'all with me? And so to get a proper perspective on how I should properly discipline my child, look at how God properly disciplines his children. Y'all gonna walk with me for a minute? Notice in our own lives, as we are traveling this road from earth to glory, there are some things that we did out of ignorance, that God's favor allowed us the time to learn that.
Yes, he did. Yes, sir.
Amen. I'm a product. Love that favor. I stand before you as Preacher Man 0927 because I'm a product of that favor. There was some things,
yes, sir,
I did out of ignorance. There were some acts that were committed out of an ignorant commitment.
Right.
Amen. And God granted me favor.
Yes, he did.
Hello in here.
Yes.
Now, as I learned better, as I started to do better, you find yourself sometimes struggling between what you know to do, y'all gonna walk, and what you used to do.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Amen. As long as you're in the flesh, there's going to be a struggle between the spirit and the flesh. And the way you conquer the flesh is you allow the spirit to rule and to guide you. You stay in God's word so that when the flesh starts whispering, the spirit will start hollering. Amen. In here. When the flesh is whispering, come on, the spirit said, you ain't going. You follow what I'm saying? That's how you allow the spirit to win over the desires of the flesh. You got to be more connected to the spirit than you are to the flesh. And so even with that, there were times when I knew what not to do and did it anyway. I listened more to the flesh than I did to the spirit. And God would graciously allow, y'all hear me? Graciously allow something uncomfortable to happen to remind me I listened to the wrong voice. Wasn't nothing severe, you follow me? Wasn't nothing traumatic, just a certain indication letting me know I'm watching. Y'all follow me? Now if I listen to the warning, I'm back in favor. Y'all see what I'm saying? If I listen to the warning, I'm back in favor. If I don't listen to the warning, here comes the wrath of God. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is the same manner in which you have to discipline your children. There's sometimes when you have to be favorable and compassionate and say, well, you didn't know any better, so let me teach you what to do better. Give you another example of me and my baby. My baby was telling me last week after I put all her business out, she said, now, Daddy, we were talking on the way back to evening worship, and she was telling me some stuff I can't remember. That's the reason I ain't telling you what it is, because if I could remember, I'd go ahead and tell you, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But whatever it was, she told me, she said, now, Daddy, don't you tell the church that. Daddy, don't you tell the church this. But on one occasion, she was having a problem with this little girl at school. So we dealing with something at school. Had a problem with this little girl at school, and her and the little girl just wasn't getting along. Just wasn't getting along. I said, you a man with 6, you ain't getting along with folk, you know. But I'm listening. And even her teacher said, hey, just don't get along. We got to stop this, because when my baby's supposed to be getting along, she preacher's child, she got to get along, she's going to be a Christian one day. She got to learn the art of getting along. So she asked, when she told me what the offense was, and what the offense was caused her to get a worm on her apple. Y'all remember about the worms? All right. So you know the consequences of getting a worm. And so she told me, she said, well, Daddy, how should I have handled it? Amen. I said, well, okay. Opportunity to teach, to instruct. And so I told her how to ignore what was causing her to act toward her unfavorably. You follow what I'm saying? I instructed her on what steps to take so that what she's doing won't bother you, which causes you to make her have to leave you alone. You follow what I'm saying? And so once I taught that to her, she understood. There was no punishment for the worm because she wanted to know how to handle the problem. Some of our children want to know how to handle the problem. But some of us are so full of problems that whatever they do just look like another problem you trying to add up in this house, and we ain't gonna take it up in here. Y'all see what I'm saying? And it's through that exasperation that you overcorrect the child, or you start to undercorrect them. You follow me? And when the Bible tells us to bring them up in the nurture, it's saying bring them up in the discipline of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse number 17. This will bless you if you let it. It'll bless you if you let it. Proverbs 29, 17. Correct thy son. Y'all hear that? Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. You can't take the attitude that you're not going to correct the child. Because when you do that, the child loses respect for authority, and they become angry and vengeful when they can't have their way, when they're used to having their way. And you get to a point where you no longer want them to have their way, because as we learned last week, foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. God, the one who created children, informed us of a very important fact concerning children, and God said of the child that he got foolishness bound up in him. He said, but the rod of reproof shall drive it far from him. You want that boy to start acting right, you want that girl to start acting like they got some sense, because the stuff they do is just foolish. Amen, up in here. Why did you do that? And we know it's foolish because they can't even give us a sensible answer to the foolish stuff they do. You said, why did you do that? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? Why would you even do something to that degree and tell me that you don't understand or even know why you did it? That's just foolish. That's what God said. He informs you that foolishness is bound up in him. But if you put that rod on it, you'll drive the foolishness out and wisdom will come in. That's the reason why he said, correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. You ain't got to worry about where he is, what he doing, who he doing it with. Hello? It's those times that you've given him those allowances, and then you realize because his foolishness is bound up in him that he's carried it a bit too far. Hello in here? You ever been playing with your child? Or wrestling or something? And they in their food, because they got foolishness bound up, they don't know how to separate this fun time from business time. You know, I got my fun daddy side. Well, I chase her around the coffee table and we run and, you know, and we act silly with each other. And then I got my daddy side. All right. Well, when I said pick it up, I mean bend over right then and pick it up. You follow me? But if you've ever played with a child, you'll realize that at the point you stop playing. Hello? They still playing. Yes. And in the playing, they may sock you in your eye.